Welcome back to Utah Valley University as we get set to start play in Bracket 1 of the 6A Utah State Tournament between the 9-seed Bingham Miners and 1-seed American Fork Cavemen. Winner of today's game will take on the winner of Riverton and Mountain Ridge tomorrow at 7 o'clock here at UVU. American Fork hasn't lost since April 22nd after dominant performance in the Super Regionals, outscoring Farmington 19-1 in 2 games last week. Bingham on the other side dropped game 1 of the Super Regional Series to Skyridge before winning back-to-back games thanks to a 2-home run and 7 RBI game by Dylan Frank in Game 2 to keep the Miners' season alive. Today's pitching matchup will feature Boston Snyder for Bingham as he enters today's game with a 1.71 ERA through 53 and 1/3 innings of work. And on the other side, American Fork pitcher CJ Mascaro will start on the mound with a .81 ERA and 17.1 innings this year, as well as starting to the 1 hole for the Cavemen. American Fork is your designated home team, so they will start on defense first. Bingham getting things started here on offense with number 41, Porter Larson, starting at shortstop and starting in the 1 hole for the Miners. Mentioned earlier, American Fork dominated Farmington in round 1, winning game 1 11-1 and game 2 8-0. Wanted to mention Cooper Jones with a 3-hit day in game 2 versus Farmington. Harry Gardner with 4 hits and 2 RBIs combined in both games. Crew Ingersoll with 5 hits and 4 RBIs in the 2 games combined. All around incredible performance from American Fork, but Bingham, on the other hand, is a stingy team as well. Mentioned earlier, Dylan Frank with 7 RBIs on 2 home runs and a double in game 2 to keep Bingham alive for his most RBIs of the year. Only had 1 home run on the season coming into game 2, and first 3-hit game of the year for Frank as we get started with ball 1. Grounder over to third base. Bobbled, still able to make the throw, and he is out of there. Out number 1 on the day for CJ Mascaro on a 5-3 ground out from number 41, Porter Larson. That'll bring up number 3, Cam Beck, starting at third base today for the Miners. Mentioned it earlier, CJ Mascaro, .81 ERA on the season. The 0-0 pitch outside to start things off. 1 out here in the top of the first. 1-0 count to Cam Beck. Cam Beck will watch strike 1 down the middle. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count here from Mascaro to Beck. Cam Beck coming in with a 400 average, 32 hits, 26 RBIs, 7 home runs to lead the Miners. Oregon State commit as he fouls this one off to stay alive in the at-bat. 1 out, top of first inning. 1-2 count for Cam Beck. 1.350 OPS for Beck. Combination of slugging percentage and on-base percentage. Incredible season for the senior. 19 walks, second on the team. As he will take ball 2 outside. 2-2 count running for Beck. 108 plate appearances, second on the team. Cam Beck. 2-2 pitch. High and outside from Mascaro. Full count running for Beck. Used to seeing a lot of pitches in his at-bats, and once again, we'll see his 6th pitch of his first at-bat of the night. 3-2 pitch. That ball's hit high. Left field side. That ball is gone! Home run with 1 out for Cam Beck, the Oregon State commit. Letting it fly early to get Bingham on the board. 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. Incredible way to start the game for Cam Beck, taking CJ Mascaro deep. on a full count. Unbelievably done right there. 1-run bomb gets things started here in bracket 1 of the 6A Utah State Baseball Tournament. Mentioned Dylan Frank with 2 home runs in game 2 of the Super Regionals. Trying to follow up his teammate Cam Beck. Dylan Frank, number 2, starting in center field today. Batting third in the order. 1 out here. Top of 1. Fouled off. 0-1 count. Dylan Frank, 309 average on the year, 25 hits, 19 RBIs, 933 OPS as he takes ball 1. One pitch, swing and a miss. From Dylan Frank. High and outside, 2-2 count. "20 walks to lead the team for Frank as he takes a ball right there. Closer than he might have thought. Count runs full, 3-2. 6th pitch of the at-bat for Dylan Frank. Payoff. Fouled back. Frank will see 7 pitches in the at-bat. CJ Mascaro coming in with some heat early on in this game. That ball's flied up into right field, over towards the bullpen. No play will be able to be made by the American Fork defense. Ball dropped right between the right fielder and the first baseman there. Dylan Frank will stay alive here in the first inning. The count remains 3-2, 8th pitch of the at-bat for Dylan Frank. Here's the payoff. Ground ball right to second base. Play will be made there. A 4-3 ground out for Dylan Frank for the second out of the inning. Number 21 in the 4 spot today, Mason Marty, playing catcher for the Miners. Marty, 264 average. 19 hits, 9 RBIs, 13 walks as he takes strike 1 to start things off in his first at-bat of the evening. And that ball's hit hard up the center of the gap, and that will find a hole in a single, 2-out single here for number 21, Mason Marty. Second hit of the day for the Miners. And Marty will get pinch ran for here by Paxton Larson. Man on first base here for the 5-hitter, Bauer Williams. Playing first base, Bauer Williams committed to Whitworth University in Washington. 711 OPS on the season, 282 average. Takes ball 1 high. One-oh pitch from Mascaro. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1 count running. CJ Mascaro, the lefty pitcher, committed to TCU on the year. We'll head there next year. 2-1 pitch here. Throw back to first base. Not in time. Mascaro watching Marti. 2-1 pitch swing and a miss to make it 2-2 on Bauer Williams. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Or top of the first, excuse me. Cam Beck with a home run to start things off. 1 out home run to put the Miners on the board. 1-0. 2-2 pitch from Mascaro. Ball's outside. Runner will go. Marti is safe at second. Stolen base there from Mason Marti. Put a runner in scoring place. And a full count here for Bauer Williams. Bauer Williams, 24 hits, 15 RBIs on the season. 3-2 count. That ball's hit high to left field, but it will sneak out, foul. Count remains full. Third batter to see a full count from CJ Mascaro. Exactly how the Bingham Miners wanted to start this game off. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. CJ Mascaro gets some swinging, but Bingham gets on the board. 1-0 here early. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Utah State University. CJ Mascaro leading things off here for the Cavemen. Number 4 pitching as well for the Cavemen. Let up a 1-run bomb in the first inning to give Bingham the 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. First pitch ball. Starting off things for the Miners is number 15, Boston Snyder. Snyder gets a swing and a miss out of Mascaro, 1-1 count. Talked about it earlier, 1.71 ERA for Boston Snyder, 53 1/3 innings pitch as he takes the 1-1. Ball low, 2-1 count for Mascaro. Snyder with 57 strikeouts on the year, committed to Yakima Community College in Washington. And gets a swing and a miss from Mascaro once again, 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Boston Snyder gets his first strikeout of the afternoon, taking down CJ Mascaro for the first out of the bottom of the first inning. 58th strikeout of the year for Snyder. 8-0 record on the year. 100% winning percentage. As we get Bodie Guerrero, he takes strike 1. Bodie Guerrero, second baseman, number 2. An impressive .423 batting average as the count runs 0-2 in favor of Snyder. Guerrero with 33 hits, 18 RBIs, 1.138 OPS for the junior. Ball outside. One-two count. Fouled off. Remains 1-2. Guerrero with 2 home runs on the year, 7 doubles, 104 plate appearance. Leads the team with a .423 average. Called ball 2. Second on the team in batting average. Only behind Cade Polson, who will be up in 2 batters. Swing and a miss. Boston Snyder striking out the first 2 batters of the inning. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. No base runners for the Cavemen. As Cooper Jones, number 8, the shortstop. He will take the plate. Cooper Jones, 4.11, 1.170 OPS. Takes ball 1. Cooper Jones committed to BYU just down the road. Will play there next year. Takes strike 1. 37 hits, 29 RBIs, 4 home runs, 9 walks for the BYU commit. Hitting 3rd in the lineup today for the Cavemen. Fouls off. The 1-1 pitch, 1-2 count running here for Cooper Jones. Boston Snyder, 2 strikeouts to start off the day. Mentioned he had 57 strikeouts coming in, up to 59 on the year. As Cooper Jones smokes one into the right field gap, he's going to dig for 2, maybe 3. That ball's off the wall. He's digging for 3, and he will get there. Cooper Jones with a 2-out triple to get things started here for American Fork. First hit of the day for the Cavemen comes from the BYU commit, Cooper Jones. Smokes it into the right center gap, off the wall and into third base. Now the aforementioned number 5, Cade Polson, the catcher, in the cleanup spot for the Cavemen. 450 average on the year, 1.152 OPS. Takes ball 1. One-oh pitch. That one's smoked. And that's going to get down. That's going to drive home Cooper Jones. Cade Polson with the RBI single to get things started in the scoring column here for the Cavemen. Back-to-back hits for American Fork just like that. We're all tied up here at 1 apiece. We will now take it to the 5 spot. Crew Ingersoll, designated hitter today for American Fork, number 1. Crew coming in with a .345 batting average, 19 hits, 16 RBIs, 877 OPS, committed to Salt Lake Community College. We'll head there after this year, after his senior season. Takes ball 1 here high. Boston Snyder started off the inning. 2 back-to-back strikeouts, but a triple and a single from Cooper Jones and Cade Polson tied things up at 1 apiece. 1-0 pitch, smoked. That ball's hit high in left field, and that ball is gone. Home run for Crew Ingersoll, smoking it into left field. That'll give American Fork the 3-1 lead early on here in the bottom of the first inning. The entire dugout for American Fork is out here getting ready to hype up Crew Ingersoll as a 2-run bomb open things up here in the bottom of the first. A triple, an RBI single, and a 2-run home run of the story here in the bottom of the first, all with 2 outs, a beautiful 2-out rally from American Fork to take back the lead 3-1. 2 home runs already in this first inning. As River Litkey will look to follow that bomb as he takes a ball outside. Litkey playing in right field today. Batting 6, wearing number 3. Soft ground ball over to the shortstop. Ball off the plate, but able to make the tag for the force out. And that'll do it for this exciting first inning as American Fork takes the lead 3-1 on the Crew Ingersoll bomb. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Utah Valley University as American Fork jumped out to a 3-1 lead in the first with a 2-run bomb from Crew Ingersoll to get things started for the Cavemen. Just a word from our sponsors. Today's game is brought to you by Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal. Member FDIC. Zach Sorensen, number 37, will get things started here in the top of the second inning, playing second base today, batting 6 for Bingham. We'll look to answer the noise that American Fork made as he takes ball 1. He'll take ball 2 there. 2-0 count running for Zach Sorensen. Mascaro still on the mound for American Fork. Pitch inside, caught the inside corner for strike 1. 2-1 count. That ball's hit hard into center field. Playable. And that will be out number 1 for American Fork. Played in center field by Cash Taise. Number 31.
Now the play for the Miners, so left fielder number 47,
Jared Arulian, number 47, playing in left field, batting in the 7th spot for the Miners. Will take the plate with 1 out as he smokes one directly at the shortstop, and that is quick out number 2 for CJ Mascaro in the Caveman defense. Lincoln Wilberger, number 9, up to the plate now, batting 8 starting in right field for the Bingham defense. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. CJ Mascaro let up a home run in the first inning, but dialed back in here in the second as he takes strike 1. Lincoln Wilberger swings at strike 2. CJ Mascaro looks dialed in on the mound. 0-2 pitch here. Strike looking. That will be out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for CJ Mascaro. We'll take you to the bottom of the second. After this short word from our sponsors, you're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back. Back to Utah Valley University as American Fork leads Bingham 3-1. Number 7, Harry Gardner, playing third base today, batting 7th. Will lead off the inning for the Cavemen. Boston Snyder on the mound for the Miners. 2 strikeouts, 3 earned runs in the first inning. As Harry Gardner works it to a 1-1 count. Takes ball 2 high and away. Harry Gardner, 347 batting average on the year, 914 OPS, 25 hits, 20 RBIs. Consistent piece for this Caveman offense as he smokes this one into the left field gap. Playable, and it will be played for out number 1. Out in left field, Jared Arulian makes the play for the Miners. Out number 1 here in the bottom of the second inning.
now the play for American Fork,
Number 11, Max Miller, playing left field today, batting 8 for the Cavemen, will be up with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. We'll take strike 1 on the outside corner. Oh, 1 pitch outside, 1-1 count here for Max Miller. Number 11, Max Miller, 500 average in 23 plate appearances, 8 hits, 12 RBIs, takes ball 2. .734 OPS here for Max Miller, the senior. 3-1 pitch is high. That is a 5-pitch walk for Max Miller. He will take first base with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up number 26, Brandon Upham, playing first base today for American Fork. Upham with a 3.16 average, 2 home runs on the year, 6 walks, .873 OPS, 24 hits, 23 RBIs, and 88 plate appearances. Hitting in the 9 hole today for the Cavemen. That one's sharply hit, and that ball is thrown away. Trying to go for the double play was number 5, Bauer Williams. Couldn't connect on the double play ball. That'll keep the runners at first and second with 1 out here to play. Back to the top of the lineup. CJ Mascaro. Takes ball 1 inside. Mascaro and Snyder, the 2 pitchers here today. Facing off once again for Mascaro's second at-bat. Struck out in the first inning. 1-0 count here. Takes strike 1. 1-1 count. Runners at first and second for Mascaro. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Mascaro batting .402 on the year. Mentioned it before, committed to Tennessee. TCU, excuse me. 2-1 count for Mascaro. 9 home runs for the lefty to lead the Cavemen on the year. 2-1 pitch here, fouled back. 2-2 count. Two-two pitch, outside, count runs full for CJ Mascaro. Second on the team in walks with 12 on the season for Mascaro. Here's the payoff. High, and that is ball 4. Gonna load up the bases here for American Fork with 1 out in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up the 2 spot Bodie Guerrero for his second at bat. He struck out looking in the first inning. We'll get a chance here with the bases loaded and 1 out in the bottom of the second. We'll get a mound visit here for Boston Snyder. American Fork leads 3-1 here in the bottom of the second of the 6A Utah State Baseball Tournament. Winner will advance to the winner's bracket to take on whoever comes out on top between Mountain Ridge and Riverton later tonight. And the loser will obviously play the loser of that game as well tomorrow. Guerrero up to the plate for his second at-bat of the day. Playing second base here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Takes a ball outside to start things off here. 1-0 pitch. Low, ball 2. Two-0 pitch from Snyder. Make it 3-0. We'll see if Guerrero has the green light here, as a walk would drive in another run for American Fork. Called strike 1. Top rail. 3-1 pitch, high, that's another walk. That's going to drive in another run for American Fork, make it 4-1 Cavemen as the runners advance. And Bodie Guerrero drives in an RBI with his first walk of the day. Cooper Jones, BYU commit, playing shortstop up in the 3-hole today, had a triple in the first inning to get the rally started. Looking to add to that here with a 1 out and bases loaded in the bottom of the second. Fouled off. Oh, 1 pitch. Boston Snyder take a moment to regather himself. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That ball's hit hard into center field. Playable. It will be playable, but that's going to drive in another run on the sacrifice fly from Cooper Jones. Mascaro over to third. Runners at the corners here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. American Fork adding to their lead 5-1. Cade Poulsen, number 5, up to the plate for his second at-bat. RBI single in the first. Ball outside to start things off for Poulsen's second at-bat of the evening. Crew Ingersoll on deck. 2-run home run in the bottom of the first inning. Snyder will throw back to first base. One-0 pitch, swung on, right to shortstop. They'll get the out at second, get the force out. That will end the inning, but not before American Fork adds on 2 more runs in the bottom of the second. American Fork leads 5-1 over the Bingham Miners. You're watching back KSL to Utah Valley University as the American Fork Cavemen lead the Bingham Miners 5-1, entering the top of the third inning. Number 44, Bauer Jacobs, DHing for Bingham, will lead things off here in the top of the third. CJ Mascaro getting the third inning as well. Gave up a home run in the top of the first, but a 1-2-3 inning in the second allowed Bingham to tack onto their lead, or allowed American Fork to tack onto their lead, excuse me, as Bauer Jacobs takes ball 1 low. One-0 pitch, swung on into center field, ball falling fast but playable. In center field for Cash Tassy. That'll be the first out of the inning for Bingham. Back to the top of the order. Porter Larson. Number 41, Porter Larson, ground out in the first inning. One count. Excuse me, 1-1 count. Looking for the bunt, ball low, 2-1 to Larson. Two-one pitch, called strike on the outside corner. 2-2 count. 2-2 pitch. That one's line hard into left field. Porter Larson making a hard turn, but will be held up at first base for the 1-out single here in the top of the third. That'll bring up Cam Beck, home run in his first plate appearance into left field. His 8th home run of the season to lead Bingham. Runner on first, 1 out. Ball 1 low to Cam Beck. Lefty on righty matchup between Mascaro and Beck. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Great placement there by Mascaro. Even up the count at 1-1. Throw back to first base. Porter Larson sliding in, avoiding the tag. Couple of D1 commits here between Mascaro and Beck. Second throw back to first base. 1-1 pitch, smoked by Carson Beck. That ball's going again, and it's gone once again. Cam Beck hitting a bomb into left field. This time a 2-run bomb, just like that. Bingham only trails 3-5 on Cam Beck's second home run of the afternoon. Cam Beck with 3 RBIs already on the afternoon. Much needed right there for the Miners. Keep things interesting here. Third home run of the day after only 1 throughout our first 2 games here at Utah Valley. Both teams came ready to hit, and it is on full display as Dylan Frank, number 2, grounded out in the first inning, hitting in the 3 spot here for the Miners. He checks his swing. First base umpire says he went. Couple of home runs for Cam Beck, keeping this game tight. Takes strike 2 on the outside corner is Dylan Frank. Playing in center field today for Bingham. 1-2 pitch, low. 2-2 count runs for Dylan Frank. Mascaro having a word with the home plate umpire. Two-two pitch coming from Mascaro. Called strike 3. Second punch out of the day for Mascaro for the second out of the inning. Nobody on. 2 outs here for Mason Marti. Single in the first inning. Called ball 1. Ball 2 to Mason Marti. Bottom of the third inning, excuse me, or top of the third inning. 3-0 count. Mascaro puts in a strike to make it 3-1. Called ball 2. Count runs full here for Mason Marti. Payoff, fouled off by Marti. 3 strikeouts on the day for CJ Mascaro. Through 2 2/3 pitched. Couple of home runs for Cam Beck. Cut back into the American Fork lead. Hard hit ball there, but playable. And that will be out number 3 in the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the third. American Fork up 5-3 on Bingham. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Utah Valley University. American Fork with the 5-3 lead over the Bingham Miners. American Fork set to bat once again, starting off with number 1 Crew Ingersoll. Boston Snyder on the mound once again for Bingham to start off the bottom of the third. Ingersoll with a 2-run home run in the first inning to open things up. As he takes a hack at strike 1. Oh, 1 to Ingersoll. Takes ball 1. Crew Ingersoll, 345 average. Swings at strike 2, his first home run of the year. Coming in that first inning. Lays off, ball 2, 2-2 count here to Ingersoll. Ingersoll DHing today for the Cavemen. Already had a massive impact. Not on defense, but with his bat as he fouls off the 2-2 pitch. Two-two coming from Snyder. Fouled off. Back-to-back foul out, or foul tips, I should say, by Ingersoll. Three hits for the Cavemen, 4 hits for the Miners. American Forks still leading, 5-3. 2-2 takes strike 3, called for Boston Snyder for out number 1 in the inning. striking out Crew Ingersoll for his third strikeout of the day is Boston Snyder. Responding well after Ingersoll hit the 2-run bomb off of him in the first inning, dialing it back in and striking him out. River Litkey up to bat, grounded out in the first inning, and will watch ball 1. Litkey playing in right field today. Fouls it up into foul territory, playable. And out number 2, caught by Bauer Williams over at first base for the Miners. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Harry Gardner up to bat, number 7, batting in the 7 spot. Flew out in the first inning. Excuse me, make that the second inning. As he takes ball 1 quite a bit outside. One 1-0 pitch coming from Snyder. Ooh. Harry Gardner ducks out of the way for ball 2. Two-0 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. 2-1 count to Harry Gardner. Another swing and a miss. Count evens up at 2-2. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for American Fork. American Fork leads 5-3. Already 3 home runs combined by both teams early on in this game. Count runs full here for Harry Gardner. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. Harry Gardner batting .347 on the year, .914 OPS, 25 hits, 20 RBIs for the 7 spot today. Another foul tip. Out of play. Count remains 3-2. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat here for Harry Gardner. Payoff pitch coming. Bit inside. And a 2-out walk here for Harry Gardner. Puts a man on first for Max Miller. Max Miller will walk in the 2nd inning. We'll get another crack at it here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd.
Now batting for American Fork, number 11, left fielder, Max Miller.
We'll get a righty on righty matchup here between Boston Snyder and Max Miller. Miller takes ball 1. Snyder pitches it over to Bauer Williams. Checking on Harry Gardner at first base. Gardner slides back in and will reset. Ball 2. Couple of high balls here for Max Miller. As a 3rd baseman, Cam Beck will come over, have a chat with Snyder, give him some words of encouragement, and a 2-0 count. Man on first, 2 outs, bottom of 3rd. Back over to first base is Boston Snyder. Checking in on Harry Gardner. Ball 3. Low to Miller. Miller with a good eye so far today. Drew a walk in the second. Standing in with a 3-0 count. That ball's low once again. 2 outs here. Man on first and second. Back-to-back walks by Boston Snyder. Harry Gardner and Max Miller getting on base for American Fork. Brandon Upham reached on an error in the second. He'll step up to the plate in the 9-hole, number 26, playing first base for American Fork. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Strike on the outside corner call. 0-1 count. High fly ball. That will be playable and caught by number 41, Porter Larson, the shortstop. That'll do it for the third inning. Boston Snyder holding American Fork scoreless, but American Fork leads 5-3 over the Miners. Heading to the top of the fourth inning. You're watching KSLSports.com. Welcome back. Top of the fourth inning here at Utah Valley University between the American Fork Cavemen and Bingham Miners. American Fork with a 5-3 lead over Bingham right now. CJ Mascaro will take the mound to start the fourth inning. 3 strikeouts on the day for Mascaro. Bauer Williams, number 5, first baseman, will start things off in the top of the fourth. Strikeout in the first inning for Williams. Looks to get things started here. We'll take strike 1. Oh, 1 count coming. Hit high up into shallow center field. A little miscommunication, and Bauer Williams will reach, most likely be scored as an error. Miscommunication between second baseman and center field for American First. Has a lead-off runner on first base to start things off here for the Miners. Zach Sorensen fly out in the second inning, playing second base today, wearing number 37, batting 6th in the minor order. Throw back to first base. Bauer Williams able to cover. We'll reset, no outs. 0-0 count to Zach Sorensen. Sorensen takes a ball outside to start things off in his at-bat. Sorensen batting .291, 23 hits, 18 RBIs on the year, and a .801 OPS. Takes ball 2. Just a sophomore, Zach Sorensen. Had an incredible year. I'm sure will continue to have an incredible career here at Bingham. 2-0 count coming from Mascaro. Make it 3-0. Patience at the plate here for the young sophomore. Man on first, no outs. Bingham trails 3-5 here in the top of the fourth. 3-0 pitch coming. That is high. That will be a 4-pitch walk for Zach Sorensen. That'll move Bauer Williams over to second base. Still no outs in the top of 4. Back-to-back base runners for the Miners will call for a mound visit. Infield in, having a chat with CJ Mascaro. 3 strikeouts for Mascaro. 5 hits. 1 error just a moment ago on the pop fly between center field and second base. Number 47, Jared Arulian, lined out in his first at-bat. With no outs here in the top of the 4th, he'll have a man on first and second looking to do some damage and get Bingham right back in this ballgame. Mascaro remains on the mound for the Cavemen. Jared Arulian, the senior, .295 average on the season. 7.52 OPS, looking to bunt. And he will. It'll drop. And it will not be fielded. Bases loaded on the Jared Arulian bunt. Looked like the third baseman, Harry Gardner, just lost it. Everybody's safe. And that'll bring up Lincoln Wilberger. He with the bases loaded and no outs in the top of the 4th. Bingham trying to take back the lead that they had early in the game. A couple of errors. A walk and a bunt right there has everybody safe. Called strike 1 on the corner to Wilberger. Wilberger struck out in the second inning. Oh, 1 pitch coming. Ball just a little bit low. 1-1 count even up here for Wilberger. Mascaro on the mound for American Fork. Trying to work out of a bases loaded jam with no outs here in the top of the 4th inning. That ball's hit right to the pitcher. They're going to go home. There's an out. An out at first and a beautiful double play turned. 1, 2, 3. Double play turned by the American Fork defense. That was absolutely crucial. With the bases loaded and no outs. Just a little dribbler right back to the pitcher. Turned over to the catcher, back to first base. Runners still at second and third for the Miners. But no runs to show for bases loaded, no out situation they had just a moment ago. Bauer Jacobs, the 9 spot, will step in. Struck out in the 3rd. DHing is Bauer Jacobs. Two outs here, runners on second and third. American Fork leading 5-3. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, make it 0-2. Bauer Jacobs will reset, take a little timeout. 0-2 count, 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Ball low on the 0-2 pitch. 1-2 count running. Number 44, Bauer Jacobs, batting .282 on the season, 7.24 OPS. 20 hits, 14 RBIs, 6 walks for the junior. And as he swings through strike 3, CJ Mascaro working through a bases loaded, no out jam, not allowing any runs here in the top of the 4th inning. The Cavemen remain on top 5-3 here in the 6A Utah State Baseball Tournament. We'll take you to the bottom of the 4th inning after these messages from Welcome back to Utah Valley University. Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Cavemen is CJ Mascaro, as he fouls this one off out of play. 0-1 count to start things off here in the bottom of the 4th. Mascaro working out of a massive jam in the top of the 4th inning as he smokes one into right field. That ball is gone. Home run number 3 on the day for the Cavemen. This time, CJ Mascaro lighting this one up into right field to give the Cavemen a 6-3 lead. Was just saying, Mascaro did an excellent job of working out of a bases loaded jam with no outs in the top of the 4th. Comes out in the bottom of the 4th, leads it off, and hits a home run into right field. An absolute blast from the TCU commit. 402 average. His 10th home run of the season. Just perfectly executed right there. Pitching, batting. It's exactly what you need right there if you're American Fork. 6-3 lead, no outs here in the bottom of the 4th after the lead-off solo bomb from CJ Mascaro. Austin Snyder will be relieved of his pitching duties here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 3 innings of work for Snyder. His day will be done. Number 23, Dax Bradford, will take over on the mound. Left-handed pitcher. Will face the heart of the American Fork order. Bodie Guerrero will step up to the plate here. Number 2, batting number 2 for American Fork. Playing second base today, a strikeout. And a walk that drove in an RBI in the 2nd inning. Four home runs already in this game. 2 from Bingham's Cam Beck. 1 from CJ Mascaro to get his home run total into double digits on the year. And then the first of the year in the 1st inning from Crew Ingersoll. Bombs away here at Utah Valley University for this 9 versus 1 seed matchup in the 6A Utah State Baseball Tournament. Five hits for the Miners, 2 of them being home run, and just 4 hits, for American Fork, 2 of them also being for home runs. Both teams showing off the power in the top of their lineups in what has been an absolutely thrilling game up to this point. We'll continue here in the bottom of the 4th inning. New pitcher in for the Miners, Dax Bradford, 3 ERA on the year, only 4.2 innings pitched. Will face off against the 2-hitter, Bodie Guerrero. Bodie Guerrero hits it high into center field. That ball is blooping, and it's going to drop in between the second baseman and the center fielder. And Bodie Guerrero digs for two, and it pays off as he slides into second base for a no-out double to keep things rolling for the Cavemen. Cooper Jones stepping up to the plate, the three-hitter for American Fork. Had a triple, sac fly, RBI, and will get his third at-bat here in the bottom of the fourth inning with a man on second base and no outs. Fouled back into the netting by Jones. Oh, 1 pitch coming here for Dax Bradford. Ball hit sharply to third base. There'll be a play at first, no play at third as the runner advances. Cooper Jones grounded out, but a productive out nonetheless. With one out here, Bodie Guerrero moves over to third base. And we'll get back to number 5, Cade Polson in the lineup. His third at-bat, RBI single in the first, ground out in the second. And a chance to drive in another RBI here in the fourth. He hits this one high up into the shallow right field grass. That ball's played. Bodie Guerrero tags, and he will score. Throw a little bit up the line. Allowed for Guerrero to slide in there. A sac fly RBI by Cade Polson extends the American Fork lead 7-3. Now up, Crew Ingersoll, 2-run home run in the first, like we mentioned. Strikeout in the third. Base is empty here with 2 outs. He fouls this one back. 0-1 count for Dax Bradford. Oh, 1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-2 count runs for Dax Bradford. 7-3 lead for American Fork. 2 spot here in the bottom of the fourth. Crew Ingersoll looking to add to that. 0-2 pitch coming. That ball's hit hard into left field. Off the wall. Played by Bingham, but not before Cooper Ingersoll. Stand up double. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The rally continues for the Cavemen on a perfectly hit double, bouncing off the left field wall. Runner at second for River Litke coming up, batting number 6 in the lineup, wearing number 3, ground out and a fly out so far in today's game, with a runner on second base and 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Ball 1 high for Dax Bradford. Strike caught the inside corner of the plate, make it 1-1 to River Litke. Litke playing in right field today. One pitch called, strike, make it 1-2 to River Litke. Crew Ingersoll with a 2-out double. Put him at second base. As Licky looks to drive him home. 1-2 pitch here from Dax Bradford. Ball just a little high. 2-2 count. Evens up. Ball 3, count runs full here for River Licky. Payoff pitch, hit well into left field. Center fielder comes over to make the catch. That is out number 3 in the inning. American Fork tacks on another 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th. Cavemen lead the Miners 7-3 heading to the top of the 5th. You're watching KSLSports.com. Welcome back to Utah Valley University as the American Fork Cavemen have jumped out to a 7-3 lead here in the top of the 5th inning over the Bingham Miners. CJ Mascaro takes the mound once again. Pitch the first 4 innings, will get the top of the 5th as well. Back to the top of the order for the Miners. Stepping up to the plate, number 41, Porter Larson. Ground out in the first, single in the third. We'll get his third plate appearance of the afternoon here in the top of the 5th.
Number 41, Porter Larson.
Mascaro pitch to Porter Larson. He'll take ball 1 low. We mentioned it earlier in the game. Mascaro only pitched 17.1 innings as he drills in strike 1. 17.1 innings pitched on the year. Through 4 already today. Ball 2 high. Two 1 pitch coming from Mascaro. Change up high as well. 3-1 count here to Porter Larson. Miners trying to rally here in the top of the 5th, down 7-3. 3-1 pitch, low, and that will be a 5-pitch walk for Porter Larson to start off the 5th inning. Leadoff walk brings Cam Beck up to the plate. 2 home runs already on the afternoon for Cam Beck. Let's see if he can make it a third to try and crack into this Caveman lead. We'll have a little chat at the mound with CJ Mascaro after the leadoff walk with Cam Beck coming up to the plate. Solo home run to left field in the first inning. 2-run bomb in the 3rd inning to left field as well for Beck. Showing off the power that he has done so all year long. As CJ Mascaro will get a standing ovation and relieved of his duties after 4 innings pitched. Holding the Miners to just 3 runs, all coming off of Cam Beck home run balls. Looks like they will go into the bullpen for the remainder of the game. Number 11, Max Miller, will get the mound here with a runner on first base and no outs in the top of the 5th.
Your attention, please.
Max Miller coming in with a 3.45 ERA, 24 and a third innings pitched, 18 strikeouts, 10 walks, 4-1 record on the season. Max Miller will get some warm-up throws in here before he's set to take on number 3, Cam Beck. Cam Beck, committed to Oregon State, the senior. Will head to Corvallis next year to start his freshman season for the Beavers. Excellent program over there in Oregon. Showing off the skills here in the first round of bracket play in the 6A Utah State Baseball Tournament. Fireworks all day, all game long. 4 home runs combined. It's been a blast to watch. Hope everyone's enjoying from back home. Stands are relatively full here for a great day of baseball. Got people out in the field, beautiful day. As we get started, back up in the top of the 5th inning, Porter Larson drew a leadoff walk. And Cam Beck will take a pitch to the back on the very first pitch of the at-bat. That'll move Larson to second. Cam Beck will take third. Third time on base for the senior. Dylan Frank, 2 home run game in game 2 of the Super Regionals. 7 RBIs. Ground out and a strikeout so far in his 2 plate appearances today. Looking to do some damage. 0 pitch. Going to be outside. Still no outs here in the top of the 5th inning for Max Miller. Dylan Frank, tasked with playing center field today in the 3 spot, wearing number 2. 1-0 pitch, high and outside, make it 2-0. Runners at first and second, still no outs for American Fork. 2-0 pitch, lined sharply at first base, going to try for second, and another double play turn by the Cavemen defense. This time a 3-6 double play turned. Once again, a massive double play by American Fork to limit the damage. Porter Larson will get over to third base, but 2 outs here just like that in the top of the 5th inning. Back-to-back innings with huge double plays with no outs to get to 2. And that is a huge swing of momentum with American Fork leading 7-3. Mason Marty takes ball 1. Swing and a miss at strike 1. 1-1 count evens up for Mason Marty. Max Miller on the mound. His first inning of work, and the count runs 1-2. A single in the first, fly out in the third for Mason Marty in his first 2 at-bats. Top of the 5th here, 2 outs, man on third, Porter Larson. 1-2 pitch outside, ball 2. Ball 3 just outside. Count runs full for Mason Marti. Max Miller trying to get out of a first and second man on base jam with no outs. Ball up the middle. That's going to score the runner. Porter Larson comes in to make it 7-4. Cavemen still on top. Mason Marti with a 2-out single to cut into this American Fork lead. Drive in the runner from third. Bauer Williams stepping up to the plate, strikeout in the first. Reached on an error in the fourth. Chance right here to try and continue to cut into this American Fork lead. 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. Ball outside. 1-0 count here to Bauer. Bauer Williams playing first base today. Batting 5 and wearing 5. Cade Poulsen will jog on out there, have a little chat with Max Miller, and we'll reset. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, man on first, top of 5. 1 run scored already in the inning for the Miners. Looking to add to it here. Down 4-7. Strike 1. Called by the home plate umpire. 1-1 count running for Bauer Williams. One pitch from Miller. Outside once again, 2-1 count. Crucial inning here for the Miners. Bauer Williams takes ball 3 high, 3-1 count. The 3-1 pitch coming from Max Miller. That ball's fouled over by the bullpen and out of play. Count runs full, 3-2 for Bauer Williams. Max Miller in his first inning of work relieved C.J. Mascaro. Had an excellent outing through 4 innings. Max Miller taking over. 3-2 pitch. That ball is high and inside. That'll load up the bases. That'll put a man on first and a man on second with the tying run at the plate. Zach Sorensen. Fly out and a walk for number 37. Hitting in the 6th spot today, playing second base. 291 average on the season, 801 OPS. Cavemen leaves 7-4, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Man on first, man on second for number 37, Zach Sorensen. He hits one sharply to second base. And that will be flipped over to shortstop for a 4-6 ground out. That'll end the top of the 5th inning here at Utah Valley University. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th with American Fork leading 7-4 here on KSLSports.com. Welcome back to UCCU Ballpark here at Utah Valley University for the 6A State Baseball Tournament between the Bingham Miners and the American Fork Cavemen. American Fork up 7-4 here in the bottom of the 5th. Number 7, Harry Gardner will lead off for the Cavemen. A fly out in the first, walk in the third. First pitch coming. It'll be outside to Gardner. Number 23, Dax Bradford on the mound. 1 earned run in his first inning of action. In the bottom of the fourth. Called strike one, 1-1 count running to Harry Gardner. Mentioned Harry Gardner earlier, 347 average on the year, 914 OPS, 25 hits, 20 RBIs. As he hits one sharply, just foul. That'll be strike two, 1-2 count on Gardner. Coming from Dax Bradford. One-two pitch. High and outside, make it 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gardner. Two coming. Called strike 3 for out number 1 in the inning. Strikeout number 1 for Dax Bradford. We'll bring up number 11, Max Miller, hitting in the 8th spot today for the Cavemen, playing in left field. Couple of walks in his first 2 plate appearances. Seeing the ball well. Fouls this one off. 0-1 count. Fouled back once again. 0-2 count here to Max Miller in the bottom of the 5th inning. American Fork leading 7-4 here at UCCU Ballpark. Winner will advance to take on the winner of Mountain Ridge and Riverton later on this evening. 0-2 pitch, grounded softly to short, but an error made right there. Max Miller's going to reach on the error. Could have been out number 2, but instead, 1 out with a man on first for the 9-hitter Brandon Upham. Upham reached on an error and had a fly out in the 3rd for his first two plate appearances. 1 out, man on first here in the bottom of the 5th. That ball's hit high up in the infield, first base side. Play made there by number 5, Bauer Williams, and that'll be out number 2 for Dax Bradford. Dax Bradford threw an inning and 2/3 of work.
At the plate for the Cavemen, number 4, C.J. Muscaro.
That'll bring us back to the top of the lineup. Starting pitcher for the Cavemen today, C.J. Muscaro. Home run in his last at-bat, just a solo bomb to tack on another run to the Miners, or to the Cavemen lead, excuse me. 2 outs here, man on first for Muscaro. Strikeout in the 1st, walk in the 2nd, home run in the 4th. Lefty batter. Grounds it to second base. And that is out number 3 on the inning. A 4-3 ground out for Dax Bradford through 2 innings of work. Score remains American Fork 7, Bingham 4, headed in to the top of the 6th inning. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back. 6 here at Utah Valley University in the 6A Utah State Baseball Tournament. Quick word from our sponsors. Today's game is brought to you by Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. But great rewards are just the beginning. Convenient online and mobile banking with no hidden or complex qualification requirements, no minimum opening balance, and no account fees. It's a big deal. Member FDIC. Number 47, Jared O'Rulian, will lead off the inning for the Miners. Max Miller will be on the mound once again. Pitched last inning in the top of the 5th. Will pitch again here in the top of 6. Couple of ground ball double plays have kept the Caveman ahead in this one, 7-4, as both teams have 6 hits on the evening. Jared O'Rulian fouls this one back for strike 1. Line out in the 2nd for O'Rulian and a successful bunt in the 4th for his 2 first plate appearances, as he takes strike 2 on the outside corner. Oh, 2 pitch coming from Miller. Low and away, 1-2 count to O'Rulian. O'Rulian playing in left field today, batting in the 7th spot for Bingham. He'll take ball 2 high. Fighting back in the count is O'Rulian. 2-2 count coming from Max Miller. He'll hit it up the center field gap. What a play made right there. A 4-3 ground out. Beautiful play right there made by Bodie Guerrero over at second base to get the first out of the inning for Max Miller. Slow ground ball found its way directly going towards second base, but Guerrero making an excellent play secures out number 1. Lincoln Wilberger will step up to the play, a strikeout and ground into a double play in his first 2 plate appearances, as he swings at strike 1. He'll look at ball 1 here. 1-1 count, even up. Called strike 2 to Wilberger. 1-2 count, 1 out, nobody on here for Max Miller in the top of the 6th inning. High and outside, 2-2. Fouled back, remains 2-2. Wilberger, 3rd plate appearance of the afternoon. Max Miller able to induce a couple of ground balls here in the 5th and 6th innings. 1 for a double play, 2 for outs. 1 out, 2-2 count coming. Make it 3-2 full count to Lincoln Wilberger. Payoff pitch coming. Foul out of play. Wilberger will see his 6th pitch of the at-bat coming from Max Miller. Full count. 1 out in the top of the 6th. Fouled off once again by Wilberger. 3-2 pitch. That ball smoked into right field. That's going to be a 1-out single here for Wilberger in the top of the 6th inning on a 3-2 count. Bauer Jacobs batting number 9. Couple of strikeouts on the day. Designated hitter for Bingham will step up to the plate with 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Man on first base.
Number 19, Jim Ridgel. Now running for Bingham on first base.
Max Miller remains on the mound for American Fork. Ball a little low. 1-0 count to Bauer Jacobs. Ball 2, just a little bit low. Once again, good eye by Bauer Jacobs there. 2-0 count running for the righty. Righty on righty matchup between Miller and Bauer Jacobs. 2-0 pitch coming from Miller. Called strike 1 on the outside rail. Max Miller threw an inning and a third here in this matchup. Looking to go a full 2. Has another strike on the outside rail, runs it up, evens up the count. 2-2 here for Bauer Jacobs. 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. Lincoln Wilberger over at first base after his 1-out single just a moment ago. This will be the 2-2 pitch from Miller. And that ball's blooped into right field, playable. And that'll be out number 2, holds the runner at first base for Max Miller. We'll get back to the top of the lineup for Bingham. Porter Larson with a man on first, 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Larson with a ground out in the first, single in the third, walk in the 5th. He'll get another at-bat here in the 6th. Look to try and bunt, but called strike 1. Cashed in there by Max Miller. 0-1 count. Lincoln Wilberger over there at first base. Max Miller will check on him, throw it back over there to Brandon Upham at first base. Wilberger covers the bag and will reset with an 0-1 count and 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning for Porter Larson. Shortstop in the 1 hole today. Little dribbler right back to the pitcher. And a 1-3 ground out will end the top of the 6th inning. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, American Fork leading Bingham 7-4 here in the 6A Utah State Baseball Tournament. You're watching KSLSports.com. We'll be right back with you. Bottom of the 6th inning here at UCCU Ballpark at Utah Valley University. American Fork leading this one 7-4 in the first round of bracket play. Reminder, winner will advance to take on the winner of Mountain Ridge and Riverton. That takes place later tonight after we finish up this game. Number 2, Bodie Guerrero will lead things off in the bottom of the 6th inning. Dax Bradford remains on the mound as Guerrero takes ball 1. Fouled back by Guerrero to make it 2-1. Bodie Guerrero with a strikeout in the first inning. Drew a walk that drove in a run in the second, a double in the 4th. All around solid game from the second baseman. Batting number 2, wearing number 2. 2-1 pitch, a little too much inside. That'll hit Bodie Guerrero, and he will take first base. Here with no outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cooper Jones steps up to the plate, triple, sac fly, RBI, and a ground out in his first 3 plate appearances. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th for number 8. Mason Marty will go over, have a word with Dax Bradford on the mound, as American Fork puts in a pinch runner. Number 20, Boston Jones, will step to first base as the pinch runner for the Cavemen. As we're set to reset play here, Cooper Jones at the plate. Bingham out hitting American Fork today 7-6, but American Fork driving in runs when it has mattered as they hold the 7-4 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch fouled back over the netting and out of play. Called time by Cooper Jones. He'll step back into the batter's box. Bodie Guerrero at first base, no outs. 0-1 pitch, fouled once again, out of play. That ball will get away from the catcher, number 21, Mason Marty, as Bodie Guerrero will take second base on the wild pitch. Ball was inside as well, make it a 1-2 count on Jones. One-two pitch coming from Bradford. Swing and a miss. Strike three on Cooper Jones. First out of the inning for Bingham. Second strikeout for Dax Bradford. Cade Polson, the catcher, number 5, will step up to the plate. RBI single in the first, ground out in the second. Sac fly RBI in the fourth. Couple of RBIs on the day for Polson. Looking to add to that total with a man on second. And one out here in the bottom of the 6th. Ball inside. One-0 pitch for Bradford. Swung on, right back to him. He'll take the out at first. Will allow the pinch runner, number 20, Boston Jones, to reach third base. But the second out of the inning for Bingham. That'll bring up Crew Ingersoll, designated hitter for the Cavemen on the day. 5-hitter, 2-run home run in the first, strikeout in the third, double in the fourth. 2-hit day for number 1. He'll swing and miss at the first pitch. 0-1 count from Dax Bradford to Crew Ingersoll. Ingersoll, the senior, committed to Salt Lake Community College, just down the road. Oh, 0-1 pitch coming. Fouled back into the netting. Oh, 0-2 count running for Dax Bradford. Pitching to Crew Ingersoll. 2 outs here, a man on third in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ball hit high in the infield. Playable for the first baseman, Bauer Williams, and that will do it for the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll head to the top of the 7th. American Fork Cavemen 7, Bingham Miners 4 here in the 6A Utah State Baseball Tournament. After the word from our sponsor. Strike one to Cam Beck, thrown in by Bodie Gagero. Excuse me. Cam Beck with a couple of home runs and a hit by pitch in his 3 plate appearances today. Ball just a little bit low and outside. 3-1 count running for Cam Beck. Bodie Gagero, the new pitcher in for American Fork. 3-1 pitch. Swung on into foul territory. Count runs full for Beck. On the year, Bodie Gagero with a .84 ERA in just 8.1 innings of work, 8 1/3, 11 strikeouts, 3 walks. Not asked to pitch often, but when he does, he's been exceptional. Cam Beck will take a timeout, step back into the batter's box, and we'll reset with a 3-2 count, top of the 7th, no outs. Beck hits this one hard at third base. Great snag over there at third, and he is out. What a play right there by Harry Gardner. Tough bounce, able to snare it, get it over to Brandon Upham for out number 1 here in the top of the 7th. Big out with Cam Beck up at the plate. We'll move down the order to Dylan Frank, number 2, hitting 3. Ground out, strike out, ground into double play for Frank. As Gagero throws him ball 1. Seven to 4, American Fork leading top of 7 with 1 out. Ball hit sharply to second base. And Dylan Frank will have his first hit of the afternoon. Runner on first base here with 1 out in the top of the 7th. That'll bring up Mason Marti, number 21. 2-hit day for Marti, including an RBI single in the 5th inning. Dylan Frank over there at first base. Frank takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Quick throw over to first base. Tried to catch Dylan Frank. Leaning towards second base. Almost got him, but Frank able to get back to the bag. We'll reset on the 0-1 count to Mason Marti. We'll get a balk right here. That'll send Dylan Frank over to second base. Bodie Gagero just took a step off the mound there, and that will be a balk. Count remains 0-1 as we'll get a mound visit here in the top of the 7th. Gagero will stay in the game as no one is warming up in the bullpen for American Fork. Bingham trying to rally here in the top of the 7th. Playing with 2 more outs here in the 6A Utah State Tournament. Both teams will play tomorrow, regardless of what happens here today. We will reset here. Mason Marti remains the batter. 0-1 count, a balk just a moment ago. Sent Dylan Frank to second base. Number 5, Bauer Williams on deck. A 1 pitch from Gagero. That one hits Mason Marty in the back of the leg. Just like that, Bauer Williams becomes the tying run, and he'll step up to the plate here with 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. Man on first and a man on second for the Miners. Bauer Williams strikeout, reach on an error, and a walk so far in this game. Yet to get a hit. As good a time as any for the first hit of the day, as he takes ball 1 low. Strike 1 in the bottom right corner from Bodie Guerrero to Bauer Williams. 1-1 count. Ball popped up right side into foul ground. Make it 1-2 for Bauer Williams. Bauer Williams playing first base today. Hitting in the 5 spot, wearing number 5. One-two pitch coming from Guerrero. Called ball 2 by the home plate umpire. 2-2 count running. Bauer Williams tying run in the batter's box. 2-2 pitch coming from Bodie Guerrero. Swing and a miss. Down goes Bauer Williams swinging. Strikeout number 1 for Bodie Guerrero. Coming in a big moment with a man on first and a man on second. Second baseman, number 37, Zach Sorensen, up to the plate. Fly out in the second, walk in the 4th, ground out in the 5th. He'll get another chance right here. Tying run. Called strike 1. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. 0-1 count coming from Bodie Guerrero to Zach Sorensen. Final out for Bingham to work with here. That ball is fouled off. 0-2 count. Pitcher's count for Bodie Guerrero. His entire arsenal at his disposal in an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, and that will do it. American Fork wins this one 7-4 over the Bingham Miners, and will take on the winner of Mountain Ridge and Riverton tomorrow night. Bodie Guerrero coming in, striking out the final 2 batters for a massive win for American Fork in a game that saw 4 home runs combined from both teams. Thank you all so much for joining us today on KSLSports.com. Big thank you to our production staff and everyone behind the scenes who made this broadcast possible. My name's Kyle Garrison. Tune in for our final game of the day between the 5-seed Riverton and the 4-seed Mountain Ridge at 7 o'clock, with a chance to take on American Fork tomorrow in round 2 of bracket play. Thanks again for joining us. We'll catch you guys next time.